going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you guys are enjoying all the Mustang content. I've had a lot of fun with it so far, and we're just gonna continue to keep pushing this project, and we'll see where it takes us. So, as you guys know, in the last episode of actually working on the Mustang, I got the BMR drag springs on the rear. I did not, however, install the fronts quite yet. I have them in a box up there, but we're gonna install the fronts today. I got the rears done, but didn't have time to do the fronts. So, and I haven't gotten alignment yet because I wanted to wait till I got the fronts done, and then we can do a four-wheel alignment once this is all taken care of. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna jack the car up and get the front wheels off, and that'll give us access to the front suspension. All right, so we got the wheels off on both sides. Those bare brakes looking good and very brake dusty. So we got both wheels off on both sides. So next thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna pop the little clips off that are holding these wires for the sensors. I think these are the wheel speed sensors. So we're gonna unclip these from the strut, and essentially all we gotta do is take these two bottom bolts out, the three top hat bolts at the top, and then we should be able to get it out from there. If not, typically you just gotta take one of the arms off to allow enough flex to actually pull the strut out. And then we'll need to go pick up a spring compressor tool from the hardware store. Something like O'Reilly's or AutoZone, one of those. They rent those out for pretty inexpensively. Some of them even rent them out for free now. You should return them the same day. But because we'll have to compress the spring in order to get this top hat out of the strut, and then we can get that spring off and put the new drag springs on from BMR. All right, so I was trying to figure out why these were so hard to get out, the actual bolts, because I got the nuts off of each side pretty easily, but I just looked it up. I kind of cheated, but they said they had to rethread the nut on here backwards, make it flush with the back of the bolt, and then give it a whack with the hammer. So, get my two nuts here. I just wanted to make sure before I start beating the shit out of this thing just to get this off. So I just make them flush, and then we'll try and hit them out of there. And then also what they did is they took this nut. I guess it makes sense. I don't know why I didn't think about that. But take this nut off while it's up here to loosen the compression from the spring, and actually we won't need a spring compressor, so we'll be able to do this without a spring compressor. So I'm gonna give a couple whacks of the hammer, hopefully not hit the brake line, and then we'll see if we can get the strut out. All right, so I'm actually gonna remove the caliper because the brake line is right there, so it's kind of in the way, and I'm afraid I'm gonna hit it and mess that up. So I'm gonna remove the caliper. It's just two, I think 19mm bolts on the back because these are bare brakes. And so we're just gonna take the caliper off, kind of set it off to the side, and I picked up a little mini sledgehammer so we can give the bolts a few whacks. Okay, who the hell welded these on? I mean, I've never had to pull a strut that was this jammed in there. It's crazy. I don't know why these bolts, they do this from Ford, but I looked at a video from one of the companies and they said the same thing. They had to beat the shit out of these bolts to get them out. I've been whacking this thing for 10 minutes and literally hasn't moved. Let's see what happens. Round two. You helping? Are you helping? No. Back up. Back it up, fool. One small step for mankind. We've got the bottom one out. Time to get this top one. Know what you're all thinking right now, and you're about to comment. Dave, do you have penetrating oil? Yes, I sprayed that. Dave, do you have a jack underneath it to relieve the tension? Yes, I did that. This top bolt just does not want to come out. Time to get crazy with it. Oh my gosh, I finally got it! So what I did was I was able to jam like a flathead and kind of pull it from one side at the same time I was hitting it from the other side. But here's the thing, I know you can't see them. Let's see if we can get the camera to focus on it. You see? It's got the little grooves. If you've ever taken out like wheel studs, I forget what they're called, but they're little grooves that help it stay in place, and that's what it has. That's why they're so hard to get out. It's kind of like taking wheel studs out. So now we can get these bolts out, drop the strut out, and we did take the nut off the top, so actually we won't need a spring compressor tool, and then we can just put the new BMR drag springs on, and then we can get to the other side. And we're finally out. So I'm gonna have to replace one of these bolts. It kind of got beat up from hammering on it. So just make sure when you're hammering the bolt out, put the nut flush with it so it doesn't ruin the end of the bolt. Where's that other one? There it is. So, because when you're hitting it, obviously it's messing up the end of it. So rather than just trying to make it work, I'm just gonna get a new bolt, because you can see it kind of flat-headed it, made it a little bigger than the nut opening. So just make sure they're flush when you screw the nut back on to hit it with the hammer. But anyways, we got that strut out, so Now we're gonna put the BMR spring on there. There's the factory spring. So I'm gonna grab the BMR spring and we'll get that on there. So per the instructions, we've actually got to take the dust boot off, which I did to get access to the bump stop, and actually lower it by 3/8. So it gives you a little diagram on where to cut. So we're gonna cut 3/8 off of the bump stop, and then we'll put the dust cover back on, and then we can put the BMR spring on there and get it lined back up. So like I said, I was just talking about how the bolts, I need to get new ones because hitting them with the hammer kind of ruins them. But the thing is, these are actually torque to yield bolts, which are always recommended to replace when you pull them out, just kind of like wheel studs are. So I'm actually gonna go to the dealer tomorrow and hopefully they have them in stock. If not, a bunch of people have them online, but I won't get them until like Thursday or Friday. So I'm hoping one of the dealerships actually have some of these torque to yield bolts with some nuts in stock. So I will see you guys tomorrow at the dealership. What is up, guys? It is the next day. So I went to the dealer this morning and ordered some new torque to yield bolts so we can replace those, but they won't come in until tomorrow. So I'm gonna put the car back together how it is because I do need to take the car somewhere tomorrow. It has an appointment for something, which you'll see in the next video, but I will replace those bolts later this week when they come in from the dealership, but I have to have the car running to be able to move it tomorrow to get it to a shop for an appointment that it has. So I'm gonna put the car back together. I've already got the struts and springs in there. Everything's all mounted up. I got the rotors back on so now I can mount the calipers back up, and then we'll put the wheels back on and we will see how low it goes. So it only drops it about, I think like an inch and a quarter in the front, but you can't tell right now because I need to let the suspension settle. So we gotta drive it around, let it settle a little bit. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that install. Like I said, I gotta get the car to an appointment tomorrow, and then later this week I will actually get the car a 4-wheel alignment. That way we are all good to go. But you can see it's settled just a little bit. So it might settle a little bit more, but man, it does look a little bit lower, which looks really good. I can't wait to get the welds on the back. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. Thank you so much for tuning in on another series of the Mustang build. Huge things to come this week. I've been working on a lot of stuff with a lot of different companies, and here's a sneak peek of what's to come later this week. Okay, you already know what it is. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see you guys on the next one. Make sure you always comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Snapchat at VanV39. We'll see you guys on the next one.
a slick zone.